The prodigal son has returned. Now, I've been up. I've been up since 10:30 yesterday. Yeah, I've been up since 10:30 a.m. yesterday. And I just got home. We drove all the way from Florida. I just walked in the door. And as bad as I want to go to sleep, I want to stream more than I want to sleep. Because I mean, did anybody see Joe Biden fall down the stairs? How were those 2 Attack on Titan episodes? 2? I only watched 1. I watched 1. What was the one I watched? Zeke was talking to the guy that had the Beast Titan before. They were playing catch. That's the newest episode, right? Did I miss something? I don't watch that bullshit, so I don't know what you're talking about. Why would I be dead? I went to Florida. I've been on Twitter the whole time. Why would I be dead? I've been tweeting all fucking day. Some idiot on Twitter told me that I play both sides for money. I play the left and the right for money. Probably the dumbest thing I've ever fucking heard in my life. Do people not understand how grifting works? If you're going to accuse me of being a grifter, understand how grifting works. Okay? Let me explain grifting to you people and why I'm not a grifter. A grifter is not going to tell you the things I tell you. Like I get on here and say, I like to make money on this, and if I ain't going to make no money, then I ain't going to do it because I'd have to go do something else, right? You got to make money. You got to live. A grifter's not going to tell you they're trying to make money, dummies. And grifting, you don't grift both sides. You pick a side. You either go MAGA or you go progressive liberal weirdos, and you pick a side and you grift. You defend your side and make excuses and attack the other side. Everybody knows that in this stream, I piss off all these people all the time. I piss off the MAGA nerds. When I say some of them are fucking racist, they get offended. When I say Trump lied, sometimes they get offended. When I tell them they're fucking retarded because they troll and try to pretend they're fucking Nazis, and then they cry about being called Nazis, they get offended. Why? How do you think grifting works if you just piss everybody off? Who the fuck's going to donate to you? And by the way, you don't even watch my streams. How can you possibly know what the hell I'm talking about on something you don't watch? What in the world, people? People be talking out their ass on that Twitter.
It's clean. It's cold. And that's what I call
I love being told by a guy that defends abortion, defends kids in cages when it's Joe Biden, but acts completely outraged when it's Trump. I have consistency. You people don't. I keep the same energy. Not you people. Now you might say, well, you're mocking Joe for kids in the cages. You didn't mock Trump. I'm trolling you people. Trolling you people. You see, it wasn't Trump's fault that the kids were in cages. It's y'all's fault. Trump wasn't telling these people to come over the fucking border. Y'all was doing that. Joe Biden has a crisis at the border right now because he told people to come over the fucking border. But y'all don't care about those kids in cages. You don't give a fuck about it. Don't tell me I don't care about people. I literally nuked my YouTube channel because I care so much. If I only care about money, why didn't I back down and sell out to keep my YouTube ads and keep my YouTube super chats? I have more subs than anywhere else on that YouTube channel. And I've completely nuked it to the point I can't even stream on it anymore because I called out trans kids and all this other shit. Because I actually care about these children. It's not about money. Not everything's about money. Understand? I'm willing to sacrifice money for doing what's right. When it comes to children, I'm not going to be like, yeah, well, let them cut their dicks off so I can make money. What the fuck is that? I'm not doing that. If you don't watch my channel, you can't possibly understand why I make money. I make money because I don't lie. In a world where everyone's just lying all the time, I'm the only guy that just tells the truth. I don't get on here with an agenda to how can I mislead these people? How can I convince them of some bull? I just get on here and tell the truth. That's all I do. No, he said I play both sides for money. I play both sides, which is the dumbest thing I've ever heard. You grift from one side. If you're going to grift, you pick a side and you grift off of them. That's what a grifter does. You don't grift off both sides simultaneously. You know how hard that would be to do? I'm not that talented that I can somehow grift off two different political sides at the same time. Hold on. Oh my God, I was just in the car with that girl for 12 hours and I talked to her nonstop. Fuck, she's gonna call me immediately. When you got good dick, that's how they act. They call you immediately. They can't get enough. I've talked to you for 12 straight hours. It's time for the people to hear what I have to say. The people have waited long enough. The people have waited all weekend. They've sit in silence. They've had to watch fucking, God knows what they've been watching all week. God fucking knows what you people have had to suffer through all weekend. Who knows what you watched? You probably over on fucking Secular Talk or some bullshit channel having to suffer through that horse shit. Some fucking liberal or some fucking MAGA fucking dick riding clown just the whole time. But fucking Trump's coming back. Trump's bringing to social media. Which I'll sign up because it's going to be funny. But good God. Fuck no, I ain't doing no damn playlist. I ain't even went to sleep. Been up 24 hours. I got on here to talk a few minutes and I'm going to bed. I'm going to sleep. By the way, there's still plenty of mask wearing in Florida. It's just not mandated. Something you might have heard of. You might have heard of this called freedom. It's a little something called freedom. You might have heard about it. And it's going on down in Florida. Some people got the mask. Some people don't. It's nice. Could have been warmer down there. 60 the whole fucking time. It was warmer here yesterday than it was down there. Poor T West had to enjoy normal life. God, this sounds horrible. Man got so bored he had to go outside. He got so bored he had to risk his life in a fucking pandemic. That's how bored he was. I bought some new sunglasses. Fucking nice. I bought them at the gas station. Oh my God. I bought something in Florida. You got to see it. She took me to like a flea market or some bullshit. It's like redneck, fucking Confederate. I had never seen so many fucking Confederate flags in my life than I seen in Florida, bro. Confederate flags everywhere. Black people run. Black people get. Here's the thing, though. There were black people at that flea market. I saw one black guy. He was a veteran. He had a veteran hat on. Old black guy. I didn't see nobody beating the shit out of him. I saw a lot of rebel flags. And I'll tell you this. You hear the N-word a lot down in fucking Florida from white people. You hear the N-word. It's funny because we were in our hotel room and I heard this white woman say it through the wall. I heard it. I was like, wow. I don't know. I can't remember what she said, but I heard the N-word a few times from the whites down there over the weekend. The whites. And honestly, it wasn't a good look. It just wasn't a good look. Trump won Florida, a lot of rebel flags, a lot of N-word. Wasn't a good look, I say. Wasn't a good look for the MAGA movement, I don't think. I don't think it was good. Now, where's my duck? So anyway, we go to this flea market. What the fuck is this? We go to this flea market. And we're walking around and I come across this big fucking Trump it's Trump every fucking thing. Trump everywhere you can see. Fucking every kind of fucking Trump thing. He called it the Trump Station. You roll up some old white guy, Trump Station. Got all kinds of shit. And I had to buy this. Wait till you see this. Look at that. Where is my... Hold on. What the fuck is this? Here it is. I mean, this is fantastic. This is one of the greatest things I ever seen. Cost me $5, but I had to have it. Had to have it. I mean, wow. Thank you for the diamond, BP, but this was epic. Let me get this picture on here. All right. Wait till you see this. This is fantastic. You're all going to want one of these. When you see this, you're going to want one. This is going to sit on my desk for a long time. Such a great souvenir. And I almost bought some other. I was going to buy a shirt, but they were all XL size. I'm not really a hat guy, so I didn't buy a hat. They had no beanies, so I said, "Fuck, I didn't buy a hat." And Confederate flags everywhere down there in Florida. Look at that. Now, I'm going to ask you the question this guy asked me. What's the name of that? What's the name of that duck? Let's see who can guess it. I couldn't guess it till he said it. And when he said it, I was like, duh. Donald Duck. Yep. I was calling it the Trump duck. I was like, how much is that Trump duck? And he said, do you know what the name of that duck is? And I was like, Trump duck? And he's like, Donald Duck. And I just started laughing. I was like, that makes total sense. Donald Duck. That's sick. Look at that thing. I mean, what a souvenir. I had to have it. Trump duck. Where will I put that? I put it somewhere my kids don't try to steal it. Put it right here by my Google Mini. Trump duck. Does it quack? Hold on. No, it doesn't quack. Oh, I didn't have no Joe Biden. The Trump station. He sent me a business card too. He gave me for his Trump station. Where is it at? What is it? I don't fucking know where it is. I don't know where I set my damn wallet when I walked in here. Trump station. You ever down in Florida, go to the redneck flea market with all the rednecks and the one black guy, veteran, who served in the Korean War. And, I bought the last duck, but there's other shit there. They had that Trump. Remember that picture Trump tweeted out where he had his head on Rocky Balboa's body? That motherfucker had that picture framed in a nice frame. I almost bought the damn thing. I was going to hang it on my wall. Can you imagine if I hung that on the wall and put it in the background of videos? These nerds would be fucking goddamn. Let me find my wallet. I'll give you the call. I'll tell you what it is. Let me figure out where my shit is. What is my wallet? Oh, right here. Damn it. This girl gave me all her fucking cards and shit to put in my wallet and didn't take them back. She gonna be looking for that. I got her fucking license and everything. Oh, I'm not gonna give that to the cat. Hell no. That cat wouldn't fuck with it anyway. It's a good cat. All right. Let me post a business card. Trump Station, Trump merchandise, Airport Farmers and Flea Market, 17375 Spring Hill Drive, Brooksville, Florida. Booth B84, 8 to 3 Saturday and Sunday. And then on the back of it, it says, all aboard Trump 2024, November 5th, 2024. Get on board or be left behind. The Trump train seating American citizens first. Nice guy, too. It's so weird. Like, They treat like they talk to you like these Trump supporters are fucking evil Nazis. It's just some old man selling Donald Ducks and shit. It's like it doesn't even it doesn't fit that mainstream bullshit narrative at all. At all. Now, yeah, there are those racist Nick Flintis clowns, but there's also just old men selling fucking Donald Ducks and shit. And if you're scared of an old man selling Donald Ducks, you got fucking problem. No, I didn't get married in Florida. No, I'm not moving to Florida. I'm not leaving my mom. Done lost all these other people in my family. I'm not moving out and letting the rest of them die and me being in another state where I don't even know anybody. I don't know nobody down there. She does. I don't know anybody down there. I mean, I know Parr. Where the hell's he at? Look at that duck. I mean, damn, that's nice. $5 for that damn duck. Matter of fact, I think he gave me a discount. I think I got it for half off, for real. I think it was like $2.50. Yeah, Parr paid for 24 and just disappeared. It's like, well, I'll finish it when you come back. I ain't gonna watch it and you're not here. And then you pop in one day and go, you never finished it. And I'm like, yeah, 6 months ago we finished it. Well, I don't know where that stream is. Can you redo it? The fuck, redo it? I already watched it. The hell are you talking about? No. How about Joe Biden falling down the fucking stairs? I mean, good God, you people voted for that. You voted for that. I mean, not you people. And you know, I thought about it. Like, do I want to make fun of him for this? And I wasn't really going to make fun of him. But, you know, I saw that clip of him mocking Trump for walking upstairs. And I thought it was fair. I thought it was fair that we can mock him. The way they treated Trump and the way he treated, not just them, but the way he treated Trump, all the lies he told about Trump. He deserves to get mocked for this. And, you know, another reason why I feel comfortable mocking him, it's not like he fell down the fucking stairs and crippled himself. He slipped a few times. He obviously didn't get injured. It was just a funny thing. If he would have got seriously injured, I'd feel bad about mocking it. But he's not seriously injured. He tripped a couple times and walked upstairs. And then they said the wind blew him over, which is the dumbest excuse I've ever heard in my fucking life. What the hell are you talking about? It would have been better if they just would have said, yeah, he tripped. I need to be the fucking press secretary for real. That's my job. That's my job right there. Not to be president, to be the press secretary. Because I'd have walked out there and said, everybody be talking about, say, why y'all talking about this? You got a man walked up the stairs. How many? We've all slipped it. We've all done that. I've done that. We've all done that. We've all walked up the stairs and stumbled. Now, not 3 fucking times in a row, I'll give you that. But hey. He's 78, 79, whatever the fuck he is. He's old. You knew that when you voted for him. Don't be surprised now. He slipped a couple of times. Now, let's talk about some serious shit. Fuck this. I wouldn't even... They'd be like, is he... Shut up, bitch. I'm not calling on you. Fuck off. We're not talking about this. We're not talking about this non-story. That's how the press secretary's got to be. Like, nah, fuck that. Silly. I bet you've slipped on the stairs. You're, 20 years old? I bet you slipped on the stairs a couple of times, you fucking clown. Clown journalist. But they don't do that. They don't do that. They don't go, everyone's done that before. Which, no, people do not slip and fall three fucking times like that. But you can walk up the stairs and miss a step or do something and have a slip like that. But you usually don't stand up and then do it 2 times in a row again. That's what made it fucked up. Not that he slipped, but he did it 3 times. Something wrong with that motherfucker. And this is a pattern of behavior that we're seeing. We're seeing speech slurring and mispronouncing all these different words, and it's words that it's just he's just obviously something wrong with him. Yeah, the wind blowing him over just makes it sound way worse. Like, oh, he missed a step. He was trying to get upstairs. He slipped. That's totally normal. You could say, oh, it happens to everybody. The wind blew him over? The wind? The president of the United States got blew over by the wind? Oh, Lord. Could you imagine if Trump said some shit like that? Can you imagine if Trump fell down and was like, oh, the wind blew me over? The fucking wind blew me over. That's the thing about these clowns. Remember what I said after Biden won? When they were all in here running their mouths, what did I tell them? What are you fucking talking shit about? Why are you talking shit? You lost. Make no mistake. Nobody won on election day. Nobody won. Everybody lost. The country lost. We elected a man with dementia to run our fucking country. We're the laughing stock of the world. Ain't it funny how for 4 years, oh, the laughing stock, Trump's making us a laughing stock. And now Biden's in there. Putin's punking him. Kim Jong-un's punking him. China's punking him. Was they punking Trump? Remember Trump? Trump was like, hey, Tubby over there in North Korea, fat boy. Fat boy rocket man. Trump handled them like men. That's how men act. Like, hey, you big fat fucking slob. Fire another fucking missile this way and I'm gonna fucking nuke you. Fuck you. Try me, motherfucker. I got a big fucking button too. You punk bitch. That's how a fucking president. That's what we need right now. That's what this country needs because we are going to get walked all over by these fucking Chinese and shit. These Asians do not play. These Asians do not fuck around. They don't whine and cry like the rest of us. They get down to business. Asian hate crimes. What do Asians do? They start buying guns. They start buying weapons. That's how you deal with hate crimes. Somebody tries to fuck you up, you shoot them. Simple as that. But dumb fucking liberals can't seem to understand that reality. You want to stop hate crimes? When somebody tries to commit a hate crime on you, shoot the son of a bitch. Problem solved. Kim admired him because he was afraid of him. Because Trump punked him. Trump treated him. These strongmen dictators only understand one type of language, and that's strong language. You can't come at them like a bunch of pussies. That's not going to work on the Chinese and Kim Jong-un and Putin. That's not going to work. Now, I will say this. There was a lot of dumb fucking conservatives that were praising Putin. You people are fucking dumb as a rock, too. Oh, yeah, Putin challenging Biden. I mean, give me a break. Give me a break. You know what it reminded me of? It reminded me of the Democrats. Remember when the Democrats were praising Kim Jong-un when and they were lusting over his sister? Remember that? That's how I felt watching conservatives sit there and praise Putin. And by the way, how dumb are the conservatives, right? How dumb are the conservatives? 4 years of being called Russian assets, and you love Russia and you love Putin, and they're denying it every second. And then look at them. Then look at them. Putin attacks Biden, and who do they side with? Putin. You walked right into that dumb fucking trap, retards. God, man, you people. This is why I can't pick a side, because you're all dumb. And I'm not going to be lumped in with you fucking idiots. I'm not going to be some grifting clown that refuses to call your stupidity out because you might not donate anymore if I tell you you're full of shit. No, fuck that. I don't need those crybabies here anyway that can't handle being told they're wrong. And they're, well, I fucking, fuck this channel. I liked this channel when you told me the shit I wanted to hear, but now you're saying shit I don't want to hear. How dare you having a different opinion than me? I follow you to have my opinion, what's the word I'm looking for? Validated. I'm not here to validate your fucking opinions. I'm here to tell the truth. So if your opinion is a bunch of horse shit, don't expect me to defend it. Praising fucking Putin, praising Kim Jong. I mean, it's fucking ridiculous. This whole country's lost its fucking mind. You miss me, kitty? This kitty missed me. How many episodes are left on Attack on Titan? First thing I did when I walked in is feed that cat. And I've been having somebody feed him while I've been gone, too. Looking for the diamond, BP. Who the fuck? I have no idea who that is. I have no idea what you're talking about either. I did see it. I watched it in the car last night. Thank you for 200 bits, Hot Dog Spaceman. What was the end part? No, I saw that part where he had him in the back of like a truck or some bullshit or a wagon. And he was like naked and bloodied up, and he was telling him he was gonna. I don't remember how he said he was gonna kill him. I saw that part. I watched the whole thing. I know to stay after the credits to see the next episode preview. By the way, I can't stop thinking about Justice League Snyder Cut. I think I'm one of those people now. I think I've become techie. I think in a sad twist of irony, I have become techie. I've thought about that movie all fucking weekend, and I'm gonna watch it again. I'm gonna watch it again, and I'm gonna become one of those people that's tweeting, "I need that sequel." I'm gonna need that sequel. It was good. It was fucking good. I liked it. I really liked it. And I have now become techie. We have now joined forces. When he comes in here, he's going to be very pleased because we have joined forces. We have joined forces now. We have teamed up. He was right. I was wrong. I can't stop thinking about it. I can't stop thinking. I want to see the trilogy. I want to see it play out. I want to see what happens next. I want to see this evil, dark Superman who Lois Lane dies and he turns on the world and tries to kill the other heroes. I want to see this. So I'm going to need Techie to get on it. Man, it's good. I thought it was real good. And you know I was trashing it before it came out. I thought it was really good. I thought about it all weekend. All weekend I thought about it. It was in the back of my mind. It's worth watching the 4 hours, I think. I played the Injustice games. Hey, a diamond, VP. I played the Injustice stories. I know the whole thing, but I want to see that movie, and I'm thinking it's going to get made. I mean, it got such praise. Everybody loves it. I just think it's probably going to get made now. I mean, you'd be a fool not to make that sequel. Everybody wants it. You'd be a fool. If you hate money, you don't make that sequel. I just don't see why a movie studio wouldn't. I mean, but if they can't get those actors back, which I think they could. I think now that this movie's come out and it's getting praised, I think they would come back if they allowed that dude to make his movie and they stay out of it, which they should. He's proven. I mean, he just got it. It is what it is. They were right. Now, a lot of you fucking haters don't want to admit it because you're fucking clowns. I'm not a clown like you. I don't go to the circus and dance around with a red nose. I don't do that. It was good. Simple as that. I told you. I said, if I like it, what did I tell Techie? I say, Techie, if I like it, I'll say so. And I did. Simple as that. Once again, my track record is flawless. I don't get on him BS. I'm not a hater. Some of you are haters. I'm not a hater. I think he did. I thought it was really good. I'd say give it a watch. Give it a chance. I mean, it's way better than that Justice League theatrical cut. Well, it blows that shit out the water. And, you know, Batman versus Superman, I'm wondering now, maybe the same thing happened. Maybe they fucked with his vision on that. Now that I've seen this movie, I'm like, fuck, maybe Maybe we need a director's cut of that. Maybe the whole time they've been the ones fucking it up, not him. Look at that Trump duck. What a great duck. Donald Duck. And I thought Falcon and the Winter Soldier's first episode was good too. This dude on Twitter was comparing the two. He was like, everybody's talking about Snyder Cut. Ain't nobody talking about that episode of Falcon and the Winter Soldier. I'm like, bro, what kind of comparison is this, bro? What the fuck kind of comparison is this? You're comparing the first episode of a 6-part television show to a 4-hour movie. And he's like, I'm just comparing the first episode. I'm like, you got to let the series play out. Once you have the full 6-hour series done, then you can compare. That's a fair comparison. But you're comparing a complete story, a movie. A movie is a complete, yeah, there might be a little cliffhanger for a sequel, but a movie is a complete story. It has a beginning, it has a middle, it has a climax. And you're comparing that to one episode of a television show. The MCU haters, man, I was arguing with some dude last night. He's like, Thor was so bad in Endgame. Why was he depressed, fat? I'm like, what do you mean, why was he depressed and fat? He fucking lost his entire planet, all his people dead, his entire family's dead. He watched his brother get fucking murdered. Bitch destroyed his weapon, his hammer. His father's fucking dead. The girl he was trying to fuck is, who knows who she is. And in a way, he's solely responsible for half the fucking universe dying. Because in his lust for revenge, in his lust to look Thanos in the eye and tell him, I got your fucking ass, he allowed Thanos to snap. That's a good story. Just because you didn't like how it was told doesn't mean it's not a good story. Just because you're some comic book purist and you're like, oh my God, that's not Thor. No, that's what a man going through grief looks like. Oh, Thor's a god. A god can't grieve? What the fuck? You people say you want complex superheroes and complex stories, but when they take a hero and he totally loses everything and he's responsible for complete failure, half the fucking universe dies, and he's responsible for it. Now, you could say he's not solely responsible, and he's not, but in his mind, he is, because he was the most powerful one in that battle. He had the weapon to kill him, and he didn't do it. It's so funny. The guy's like, in the last 3 movies, Thor's been a bitch. I'm like, Thor's been a bitch? What are you talking about? He fucking withstood a full blast from a star so he could make a weapon. Then he teleports in. He has the greatest entrance in a superhero movie probably ever. I mean, there's a lot of them, but Thor coming into Wakanda with the tree and the fucking raccoon is fucking insane. The whole fucking crowd was cheering. And you're sitting on Twitter going, oh, you were cheering. You were in the theater going, oh, God. Oh, woo. And now you're sitting on Twitter acting like it sucked. I hate these fucking people. I can't stand them. They get on my fucking nerves. I'm tired of clout chasing. I'm tired of hating popular shit just so you can be, oh, I just hate on popular shit. And that's the thing I do. And people watch me for it. Oh. That's all these people do. You were in the Endgame fucking sucked. You were in the movie theater standing. You were not sitting. You were standing and you were cheering and clapping. The fuck are you talking about? It sucked. You dummy. I'm not saying it was perfect, but how can a movie that the entire audience was clapping and cheering, how can you say that sucked? Get a grip. Get a grip. I don't know where you live, BP, but those people must be dead inside, because you can look it up on the internet. People were cheering, going wild. People just can't say, yeah, the movie wasn't perfect, but man, it was pretty good. Yeah. Now, I remember being in the theater. I was hyped up. Exactly. Thor, they're like, Thor just let himself go. Yeah, that's what men do. That's how men handle their grief. He became an alcoholic. He became a fat alcoholic. He just sit in that chair and played video games and drunk himself. He just drank it all day because he lost everything. He literally had nothing left, and he failed the entire universe. And these idiots are like, why is he depressed? I said, what the fuck is wrong with these people? I had to tell this guy 3 times. I'm like, you need to go watch that movie again, because what the fuck are you talking about? Now, there are bad parts of Endgame. The Hulk shit sucked. That Hulk shit was trash. And then they're like, he's like, Thanos whooped Hulk's ass. He just manhandled the Hulk like he was nothing. But he whooped. These people are so fucking dumb. God. You know, it's a comic book movie. This ain't rocket science, you fucking retards. Thanos beat the fuck. This is what this dude said to me. He goes, Thanos beat the fuck out of Hulk in the first movie. And then in the second movie, he's going toe-to-toe with Captain America. It's so fucking dumb. And I'm like, no, you're fucking dumb because you don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Let me help you. In the first movie, when he manhandles Hulk, he's got the gauntlet and he's got the fucking Power Stone in it. So he's supercharged. Not to mention that Thanos is an expert in hand-to-hand combat. And he's fighting a Hulk that is a big dumb brute. Why do you think Bruce Banner in the second movie, now that shit sucked, and I agree with you, but it made sense. It made sense that Bruce Banner would want to make the Hulk smart because the Hulk is just a big dumb brute. And to beat Thanos, you need intelligence. Thanos is a genius. Did you not get that from that movie? He's a fucking genius. He's a master in hand-to-hand combat. He's a warrior that has dominated planets. He's fought some of the toughest fucking people in the fucking universe. And you're mad that he manhandled the Hulk? And they're like, well, how could Captain America stood up to him? Captain America was welding a god weapon, the hammer. He's welding Thor's hammer. It's a goddamn weapon. And how did that battle end? It ended with Captain America's shield broke and him about to be murdered, but then Doctor Strange and all them showed up. Y'all need to go back and watch that movie because you know what you're talking about. And I'm not dick riding the MCU. I'm just telling you the truth here. You don't remember that movie properly. Go back and watch it. I mean, you can criticize the bad parts, but you're criticizing the good parts of the movie. And they're like, well, his thing was, well, Captain America stood up to him, but he just manhandled Thor. I'm like, Thor is out of shape and has lost the will to fight. Captain America never lost his will to fight. Captain America has a will to fight till the bitter end, till he dies. He will fight you till he dies. Thor was a broken down man. He was broken down and out of shape. He was not at his peak strength. Him in Infinity War is him at his peak strength. Him in Endgame is a man that has lost everything and he doesn't fucking care anymore. And that's why he couldn't stand toe-to-toe with fucking Thanos. And neither could Captain America. He stood a little bit, but ultimately got his ass whooped. He hit him a couple of times with the hammer, and that's a strong hammer, and it'll fuck you up. Even Thanos get fucked up. But it didn't hurt Thanos too much because he whooped his ass. Oh my God. He might be talking about that. I mean, Captain America is welding the hammer. He's using the lightning powers, which he did in the comics, right? He did in the comics as well. So, might be safe to assume that Captain America is more than just a man. He's more than just an enhanced man. There's something special about Captain America. There's something about him. But ultimately, he gets the shit kicked out of him. And and I don't think he was holding the gauntlet. I think that Thanos was just looking at him like, what is this human being? Like, this is just a human. Why is he trying to fight me? I think he was just in disbelief. Like, what's wrong with this guy? It wasn't that he was stopping the hammer or stopping the fucking gauntlet from coming down. Thanos was just shocked that a mere mortal would stand up against him. Are y'all this dumb? Yeah, Thanos was like, wow, this motherfucker is willing, this human being is willing to stand up to me. It's just like Iron Man. He respected Iron Man because Iron Man was just a man. He was just an average mortal, and he was standing up against a god. And yeah, he's going to fuck them up because they're standing against him. But he respected them for being able to for having the courage to stand against him. They surely knew they were going to get fucked up. It was like he says to Tony Stark, I hope they remember you, because he respected him. I hope they remember the fight you put up to try to save him. It's a noble fight. This is why Thanos is such a great villain. He's written well. Because in his mind, he's doing the right thing. He's saving the universe. By eradicating half the life, he's saving countless planets from starving and all this shit. It's all explained in this movie. Thanos doesn't want to kill Iron Man. He doesn't want to kill Captain America. He doesn't want to kill any of these people. But he has no choice. He has no choice. And then in the end game, he's way more evil, but that's a different Thanos. It's a different Thanos. It's an earlier Thanos from an earlier time. Hasn't went through the same stuff. Hasn't had to kill his own daughter. Hasn't lost his right-hand man. This day extracts a heavy toll. Did y'all even watch the movies or not? Good God. Watch the movies. And then he was comparing Thor to WandaVision. He's like, well, look at how Thor handled his grief, and then look at how Wanda handled hers. I'm like, Wanda has the power to alter reality and bring her boyfriend back from the dead, from memories in her own mind. Does Thor have that ability? No, he doesn't. Thor had no way out of his grief. He lost everything, and he failed the entire universe, and there was no way to fix it. Because, as you remember at the beginning of Endgame, Thanos destroys his fucking stones, and what does he do? He fucking cuts his fucking head off because he's so fucking enraged. And that's all he knows to do is just, I'll fucking cut his head off. I'll do what I should have done the first time. And then he goes into a state of depression for 5 fucking years. Because he completely failed and lost everything. What is he supposed to do? This one guy said, well, he should toughen up and train harder. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about, dummy? Do you want complex stories with complex characters, or do you want this generic fucking bullshit? You must want generic, silly-ass horse shit. Well, he goes back to the gym and lifts more weights. You fucking idiot. Shut up. But see, Wanda was blimped. So she was blimped out. And she had the ability to create her own reality. So, of course, that's how she handled her grief. Thor don't have that ability. He's just got to sit in it. He can't escape it. It's happened. There's no escape for Thor. She escaped it for a period. And at the end of the show, she realizes that this isn't going to work. This is not the way to solve this. And she goes into that book and she tries to figure out, how can I really solve this? How can I bring these people back and make it stable and make it last? This is so silly. And Thor's story's not even over yet. You got another fucking movie. Thor has not even had his redemption. He hasn't even had his redemption arc. You're bitching and moaning about Endgame. Thor's Endgame story is going to make a lot more sense when you see this next movie. And you see Thor's redemption. And you're going to go, yes, he was a big fat slob. And now look at him. He's back, full strength. You people don't wait and let things play out. The MCU is an interconnected universe of movies. The story just keeps going. And the thing about the MCU is, and what they're doing a lot lately, is they're adding layers to their past movies with their new shows and stuff. They're adding new things in that strengthen those movies. I didn't give a fuck about Wanda or fucking Vision in Ultron. I didn't give a fuck about them in any of these movies. I thought Vision and Wanda some of the most boring parts of Infinity War. But after WandaVision is some of the best parts. That's the beauty of the MCU. They can strengthen, they can take these characters, and that's what they're doing now. They're taking these characters that people, they're not the Iron Mans, they're not the Captain Americas, and they're using these television shows to strengthen these characters. They're doing it with the Falcon and the Winter Soldier. They've done it with WandaVision. They're going to do it with Loki and all these other things. They're going to continue to strengthen these characters, which only makes those past movies even better. Because you can go back and watch them and go, oh man, And now they're setting movies in the 90s and in the 80s and things like this, and they're telling stories that lead into these other stories that you already seen. You can't judge Thor's story off of one movie when you're literally watching a man go through a character development. Iron Man is done. Iron Man had his full character development. He went from a selfish piece of shit to a man willing to sacrifice his own life for the universe, to save the universe. Now, give Thor the same respect to let his story play out before you start fucking bitching and moaning about how bad it is. Yep, that's it right there. Dead Pizza nails it. That's it. Why ain't my D-Live lemon jar working? What's going on there? What's going on here? Somebody send a lemon, see if it works. I refreshed it. Would they already fucking disable it? Wouldn't surprise me after I took the time to set it all up. No, lemons are still there. People have been donating. But it's not going in my tip jar. See the tip jar at the bottom of the screen? You got the Streamlabs Twitch tip jar, which is to the left. And then you got the D-Live tip jar at the bottom there. And then next to it, you got the current king, and you got the last 5, whatever the fuck, donations. All those, whatever. Not bits. I need a lemon. I need someone to send 1 lemon so I can see if it goes into that tip jar. None of those diamonds that BP sent went. I think I needed to refresh it. Some of these D-Live things, you got to refresh them or they don't fucking work. And I don't always remember to do that when I get on the stream. You got to be kidding me with this tip jar. Really? I go through all the trouble to add that, and they don't. Hold on a minute. Go to the website and investigate. And then I gotta go to bed soon. I've been up way too fucking long. It's time for me to rest. I've been in the car so fucking much this weekend. It's ridiculous. Okay, send another lemon. Let's see what happens. Maybe it'll work now. The MCU will fix Deadpool. Yep. There it is. Not quite sure why it was not working, but whatever. What can you do? What can you do? What can you do? Ah, there it is. Ugh. I think I'm about done. I can't stay awake no longer. Surprised I've been up this fucking long. Yeah, I'll be on later after I take a nap. After I get that nap in.
Don't jump. Please. Not here. Parker Industries is just a few blocks down. That's the sort of address you fling yourself to death at.
You're making jokes?
I was bitten by a sad radioactive clown.
Get off!
I'm Deadpool. What's your...
Don't
what?
Don't pretend to care.
You're being presumptuous. I don't care. Well, yet. You're making it awfully hard for me to get my care on. Is it a boy? A girl? Money? Did you marry a succubus and she might ruin your life?
Are you trying to make me jump?
No! Never! Though, I've been told I can make people very uncomfortable. Hasn't this place seen enough tragedy? Ultron went ham before I even got the chance to trash my own building. It doesn't need your wandering soul ghosting the crap out of it. So, yeah. I'm sure a real hero would have something profound to say to make you feel better instantly, but I'm all you got. Well, again, Parker Industries is right over there.
I hate you.
I think maybe that's a sign you're on the mend. I'll make you an offer. If you're determined that this is going to be your last night on Earth, what do you want to do? Have you seen Hamilton yet?
You're a maniac. What is wrong with you? No, I haven't seen it. And anyway, aren't tickets like $1 million and impossible to get?
Don't worry. I know a guy with tickets.
I can't believe you. Are they going to be okay?
I said I knew a guy with tickets. I didn't say he would give them to us. And don't worry about those two. They're manslaughtering slumlords.
Just shut up.
See? I had a blast. Who knew the founding fathers were all dope? Where to now?
Parker Industries observation deck.
You made a joke! Wait, are you not joking?
Did we just steal a motorcycle?
I don't know. Did we? What does your heart tell you? Come on, we had fun, right? Aren't you glad you picked my address to fail off yourself?
Yeah, sure. But I think you have a pretty good handle on things without me. Like the rest of this world. You can let me off anywhere.
No, I can't. I'm smart enough to know I'm dumb enough that I can't help you. But they can.
You promised to let me go!
I am. This is where you and I part ways. I've been texting the staff. They're expecting you.
What if I don't want to go inside? Are you going to make me?
I don't know. I don't think I'll have to because I think you want to walk in. Will you walk in with me? Plus, maybe we can visit all the elderly people I accidentally beat up. Listen, I don't think you're crazy. You just need a little help. And I am not the guy to help you. Take good care of her for me, will you? Oh, and tell the Vanderbilts I'm sorry, but also very not sorry.
Well, I'm out of here. I gotta go to the bathroom. Be back later. Goodbye. I mean, if it'll let me.